Hey guys, it's Front Row Phyllis, and you are used to seeing me backstage doing the exclusive interviews with the artists or the bands. Well, we're doing something a little different tonight. So we are here at Hammerberg, which is an exclusive boutique for men. And for all the men in your lives, I have to tell you, this is the place you need to come. And I happen to be with the founder, and that is Jason Hammerberg. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I am great. It's so good to see you.
Thanks for being here tonight.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's like being in a candy store. I have to tell you, this is the place to be.
We have heard that before. Candy store for men, yeah.
Yeah, candy store for men.
All the colors and yeah.
Right. And teaching them, because I don't know about, everybody out there, and we've talked a little bit about this. Do the guys really know what to do and what to buy?
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Some do and some don't.
Right.
Some want advice and some don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, they all need advice.
Right.
Don't you worry
Right.
about that. Speaking of that, so it was funny because one of the things that came to mind was men, dressing, and holidays. I don't know.
Sure.
All those three things, they just don't add up.
Right.
So what do we do about that? We come to Jason, and how do you help them?
Yeah, so I think that's it's interesting. As a kid, I grew up and really cared about clothing.
Okay.
Got involved in it, spent time in it, and so for the past 3 decades, I've been dealing with men specifically in clothing, which I think is an underserved area.
Right.
So yeah, we do really specialize in only men, and then having people in the stores that want to help men, that know what's happening, that can help them stay on trend,
Right.
and different fun things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you also have like 3 tips. You probably have more than 3 tips.
Yeah,
but
a lot of tips.
We'll just
Keep it to the
kinda-
top 3.
We're going to
Okay.
keep it simple for
Sure.
this. So the top 3. What are the top 3 tips for men?
I think one of the big tips for men is to actually think about it. So the events that you have coming up, whether it's the holidays
Right.
or other different events, to actually put that into your calendar and think about, hey, I have this event or this office party, or I'm going to meet the parents, or any of those types of fun things that you need to think about. And schedule it, just like you'd schedule your fantasy football team,
Right.
hopefully before they play. Same thing, you got to think about it. So that would be the number one thing. Secondly, remember how to layer. Oftentimes guys don't know what to wear, and they don't want to be the guy that's standing out and is super overdressed.
Right.
So layer. So if you wear a shirt, a sweater, a coat, you can take the coat off and not be as formal, but it's always better to start with more formal and then de-layer if you need to.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. And so is there one item that's really hot right now, or a couple different items that are hot, or a color that's hot right now?
Yeah, so there are a few different things. So texture is
Okay.
really important. So texture within coats and within shirts. Guys like the feel of things, even if it is a solid black or a solid navy blue. It's fun if it has a texture. Colors that are hot. Moss green is a big color right now, which is an
okay.
easy color for guys to wear. It kind of gets back to those earth tones, and can pair well with denim, light blues, white, things like that. But you don't have to keep it in those earth tones. It's a great time, icy cold, blues and purples. We're not scared of color. We love color.
Right.
And we want to help you learn how to use color and the colors that are best for you.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they come into this store, and you guys handhold them
Yeah.
through the process, because a lot of guys don't, not only do they not know, but they need a little help. They need that woman or significant other in their lives to
Yeah.
say, hey, you know what, maybe that looks good on you, or maybe that doesn't, right?
Yeah. And I think that's part of what we can help do here.
Yeah.
But certainly if it's the woman looking for the gift or other things,
Right.
we're also the place to come and know that we'll hear that, please get something other than a white or blue shirt.
Right.
Right? Can you please have something other than just white or blue shirts in your closet?
Or a black shirt.
Yeah, right. Sure. So it's one of those things where we have those items available.
Right.
And so it takes the step to say, here's something new, but here's something also safe. You don't necessarily have to step out of the safe zone to try something new.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that sometimes these guys come in here and they're almost kicking and screaming is what I call it. You
Yeah.
know, they're just, oh no, I don't like that. No, no, no. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you deal with that, like that resistance? It's like, oh no, no, I don't need anything. That's
Yeah.
my favorite line. I
Sure.
don't need anything.
Right.
Women always need something.
Yeah, and it's probably true. The guy doesn't need anything.
Right.
But let's, kind of take a pause there. A lot of us don't need anything, but
Exactly.
we should be taking the time into consideration. I had said this line recently. It's like going to an event or a party, and if you've prepared and you're thinking about what you're going to wear and you show up looking fabulous, and I, as your counterpart, haven't put any thought into it,
Right.
and I'm going to wear something that I wore last year or the year before, and even though I don't need anything,
Right.
I'm not really doing my part. It's like the half-washed car,
Right.
right? So take a little bit of time, and what I find is when guys come in kicking and screaming,
Right.
we really think about guys.
Okay.
So we're not trying to make it difficult. It's pretty easy to come in
Right.
and say, hey, I like this shirt. This is what I don't like. I like it we offer 2 different sizes. I like it in a tailored fit or a slim fit. Great. We can, determine that in 5 minutes.
Right.
And in 15 minutes, you can be out the door.
Right.
The great thing that guys don't think about at the end of that is that they actually feel good.
Mm-hmm.
They walk into that event or into that office environment or into that date night and they feel good.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is really important.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We all want to feel good.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And it's an easy feel good, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, men's clothing is definitely much easier than women's. I mean,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Have you ever been involved in women's clothing versus men's?
No, and as a matter of
Okay.
fact, my wife is like, why don't you do women's wear? It's like, are you kidding me?
Right.
Hey, look around. Everyone's forgot
Right.
about men.
Right.
It's all women's stores and kids stores. I think there's probably even more pet stores than there are men's stores
There
at this point. So, so we're like I'm like the champion of men.
Right.
Like, let's make it easy. Let's make it, great quality.
Right.
And let's make you feel good.
Right.
But no women's wear. Not interested.
So have things changed over the past decade that you've seen? Has dress changed a lot over the past, 10 years?
Yeah. When I was in the corporate world, they introduced this whole casual Friday.
Right.
Which was fun. And it was a
Right.
nice break. You said, okay, a casual Friday. I don't
And
need
what
to.
consisted of that casual Friday?
At that point, it was get out of the suit. You could wear khakis and a button-up.
Right.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And now that has morphed into way beyond casual Fridays.
Right?
So people don't really know how or what to wear any
Right.
longer.
Right.
And so that's changed. And I would say that's changed with the older crowd that was introduced to that casual Friday
That's interesting,
15
right?
years ago.
Okay.
The younger crowd is interesting because they're either in suits, they're actually a resurgence of suits and really dressing up. The super skinny, think like the Beatles,
Right,
like
right.
that slim silhouette, skinny tie, or they're in sweatpants.
Okay.
So there's really everything's at play right now. So what I say is, what do you find that makes you feel good?
Right.
That you feel good in an environment? And my wife will joke with me. She'll say, hey, what are you wearing? And I'm like, the usual. Because I find that dark denim, a great shirt, and a sport coat can take me anywhere.
Right.
So, I mean, that's office party, that's date night, that's church, that's anywhere I want to go,
Anywhere.
I'm okay with that.
Right.
So,
And that's kind of like the 3 tips that you were talking about, and also the layering.
Yeah,
Right? That's
right,
what it is.
right.
Is that, and I think women like to do that too, is that wearing a couple different layers because whether it's hot or cold, and,
Right.
then you have something on.
yeah,
So,
and you guys have kind of mastered that with, let's call it the little black dress, right?
Yeah.
Guys haven't figured that out, but I would say
Right.
that would be our little black dress is great denim, a great shirt, and a coat.
Great tip.
Easy.
Take that down.
Easy,
That's
easy.
really good.
Yeah.
I love that. So for women that are looking to buy their significant other a gift,
Yeah.
okay, whether it's the holiday time or whether it's Valentine's Day or a birthday,
Sure.
anything, what would you suggest? What would you kind of point them in the direction of a shirt or some socks or kind of a combination?
Yeah. Shirts are really the place where most guys are comfortable.
Okay.
And we think about 4 different categories in shirts. We think about the business guy who wears it with a tie. And you think about the bankers and the lawyers and things like that wear a tie. Or you think about the guy that has a board meeting or an event coming up where he needs a tie. We think about the casual shirts, more like I'm wearing open collar sport coat, but can be great with a pair of jeans. Again, versatility, office, date night. And then we think about the casual stuff, which is the flannels or linens or short sleeves. There's some beautiful things like that. And then finally the rock star.
Yep.
So there's always those great events that you need just a crazy cool
Yeah.
shirt.
Okay.
And the cool thing with our shirts is that we're the only ones that sell our shirts.
Okay.
Right? So we produce and make European mills, European make, super high quality shirts for about $100, and then we're the only ones that carry them. So you don't see these stacks, and you don't have this risk of multiple other people wearing the same shirt you're wearing to this important event, right?
Right.
So yeah, that's some advice is get a shirt. That's the easy part.
Right.
And then if you want to do a shirt on repeat, we have a cool thing called Shirt of the Month Club.
Okay.
So you can just choose that as an annual gift, whether it's an anniversary or a birthday or something like that.
Right.
Or you can do all the way up to one fresh shirt, one new shirt every month.
That's a great idea.
And that keeps the wardrobe functional
Yeah.
because again, denim, you need to update your denim once a year.
Right.
Coats, you get a new coat, maybe 1 or 2 a year. Shirts is really the thing you need on repeat. Yeah.
Right. I
Yeah.
love that. That's
Yeah.
such great ideas. See, I told you you get phenomenal ideas here. Well, Jason, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It has been a pleasure, and can't wait to go shopping in a few minutes, guys.
Yeah.
Once again, we are here live at Hammerberg, and it's Front Row Phyllis.